Don't be frightened. It's just a brand new era on our hoofs today. You FLUFFBUTTS voted for the theming of the next era that these Tell Your Tale reactions will be undertaking. And the winner of this contest was won over by a major landslide. Do not be afraid, because we have a ton of our little glowy friends riding along with us, because it's the start of the Firefly Era. Woo! Howdy FLUFFBUTTS, it's me, FaolanCortez's Cult, and welcome back to another Tell Your Tale Season 2 leaked reaction! Welcome back everyone. I know it wasn't going to last long after I reacted to the greatest gift animatic at Christmas. It's only been about 2 months and that's not too bad, is it? And now this reaction reading is going to be to the 40th episode, which was going to be called Hide and Seek, written by Tom Gidman. Oh, my second king is back. Yes, I've missed you so much, Tommy, so please, give me something good. I can only presume that from this title, Hide and Seek, that we're going to be playing Hide and Seek. But wait, do you remember how Sparky was behaving in Have You Seen This Dragon with Hide and Seek stuff? Is something terrible going to happen to Sparky or something in this episode? Oh no, this is making me so nervous-sighted. But you know what? Let's get into it right now. My Little Pony, Tell Your Tale, Season 2, Episode 40, Hide and Seek, written by Tom Gidman. And this record draft that I'm reading right now is nearly 2 years old. Once again, Hasbro, never forgive you for pulling the plug on Generation 5 so fucking early. We are inside the Brighthouse living room. We open on Hitch, hoofs covering his eyes as he counts slowly down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. The rest of the main 6, including Sparky, yay, at least my boy is included, are gathered around him and instantly flee to find a hiding spot. Note, Sparky doesn't run off, but we shouldn't see that he doesn't. Is Sparky not really playing along, or does he just want his daddy to find him already so he doesn't have to bother with the game? That was supposed to be imitating the girls running away, because it does say hushed. Misty and Pip jump into a cupboard. Sunny empties a bag of groceries over herself. She pops the empty paper bag upside down over her head. No, you shouldn't do that, Sunny, because you could suffocate to death. Jesus Christ! Zip opens the door of her grandfather clock. She gets sucked inside by magic and the door slams shut. Since when has the clock been magical, or did Sunny like enchant it? We then see a miniature Zip appearing in the clock face, and she positions her body into the shape of the clock hand. Oh my god, I wish I could have seen that because that is genius. Lastly, Izzy leaps onto the sofa and clambers underneath the cushions. Cut to her under the cushions. Hide and seek level professional! Quick cut to the view of the sofa, which has a very obvious Izzy-shaped lump in it. Yeah, that is going to give away your position, Izzy. That is not professional at all. We cut back to under the cushions. Suddenly, some magical sparkles start to swirl up around Izzy. Ooh, sofa sparkles! Plump! The cushions fall away beneath her, and Izzy is sent tumbling down into a dark hole. Huh? And I suppose Hitch and the girls wouldn't be able to hear that because she is muffled under the cushions. You are doomed, Izzy. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here I come. He opens his eyes to see Sparky stood right in front of him, waving, having not moved an inch. Hello. Oh, that was just the most adorable thing ever. And it does say baby hello, so is Sparky learning some more language? Aww. Good effort, buddy. Hitch goes to look for the others. He spots the pile of fruit concealing Sunny and casually lifts up the grocery bag. Nice try, Sunny. A two-way split screen. Hitch spots Mini Zip in the clock. Time's up, Zip. You didn't have to give that pun, Hitch. Oh my god, so cheeky! The clock strikes 4, knocking Zip out of the clock face. She tumbles out of the clock door, turning back to normal size. And then it's a 3-way split screen, with Hitch opening the cupboard door to reveal Misty and Pip cramped inside, amongst cleaning equipment. Pip is stood vertically in a bucket pretending to be a mop, and what? I can't believe what I'm reading here. This is excellent comedy. And Misty is wearing a yellow wet floor sign over her head. Is she going to become like one of those miniature robots from Security Breach? And of course, some pony is always in the dark, spooky, probably full of monsters closet. I'm sure the light would have flooded in at that point, Hitch, when you opened the door. Hitch returns to the center of the living room. Okay, who wants to count next? Me? Well, if you insist. 10, 9, 8. Hitch, you can't count every time. How are you going to face your fear of the dark if you never hide? Why face my fear when I can just keep avoiding it like this? 10. Okay, you know what? That is kind of relatable to those who are afraid of the dark. Yeah, hide and seek is a really childish game, but have you ever taken into account those what was that fear? Nyctophobia. Yeah, have you ever considered those nyctophobes? Maybe they wouldn't want to play. And it does make sense for Hitch because we have seen him scared of like dark places before, like in Haunted House and such. It's still your turn anyway. You haven't found Izzy yet. Hitch opens one of his eyes as if to say, dang. You're right. Then looks around the room with that same eye, eventually spotting the disturbed cushions on the sofa. There she is! Hitch trots over to the sofa, flips off the disturbed cushions, only to find a dark, mysterious hole. Izzy? Izzy's voice echoes from out of the hole. Hey, you found me! Also, I'm trapped and scared. Help! Trapped? Down there in that dark, scary hole? Whoop! Good luck, Izzy. Been nice knowing ya. Why? You want a backstabber, Hitch? I know you are afraid of the dark, Hitch, and it is in line for your character, but what is this sudden mistrust? What the fuck? Just throwing Izzy down the trash pile like that. Okay, bye. This also reminds me of that time when people thought Hitch was mischaracterized in the Make Your Mark episode, Growing Pains. He was not, guys. Come on, get a grip. Hitch, come on! Sometimes friendship means doing something scary. We're coming, Izzy! Seriously? In that dark and terrifying and did I mention very, very dark hole? Sonny jumps into the hole, followed by Misty, Zip, and Pip. Hitch is left on his own. You ponies probably have it covered. Wow, such total abandonment, Hitch. Hitch tries to exit, scooping Sparky onto his back. Well, at least he has one priority in order. But the Brighthouse magically pulls the carpet from under him, flipping him and Sparky into the air and down into the sofa. That is such a slap in the face, Crystal Brighthouse. Well, you know what? You have to just push him into the deep end. Crystal Brighthouse! Whose side are you on? These exclamations from the characters are wacky. I am loving this episode so far, even though Hitch has been a total douchebag. Now we are inside some kind of dark land. We see Hitch and Sparky's eyes appear in the dark. Hello? Izzy? Izzy's eyes pop up right next to his. Hey there, Hitchy Poo! Panting. Izzy, I thought you were a monster. 4 more pairs of eyes appear, walking in from the side. An 8-eyed monster! Hitch, it's just us. Also, how do you know monsters wouldn't love you? Critters certainly do. Well, Sonny, if you elaborate back to that time when you all went into the Jade Sea to find that pirate's map, you surely would have seen Hitch not really getting on with those devilish fish monsters. Not all critters love him. And you know what? Hitch has a right to be frightened here. So, yeah, can you really blame him? Well, I am not sticking around to find out. Bye! Hitch runs off into the distance. His panting gets quieter and quieter, then starts to get louder again as he reappears on the other side. Is this all in like one giant circle, or is it in a loop like where you go off one side, you just appear out of the other end? Any chance you're a different group of floating eyeballs? Hitch, you can't run away from your fear. You've got to face it. Easy for you to say. You ponies never get scared. Hello? Remember last year at the Royal Harvest Gala? Oh, is this going to be a flashback to the Harvest and Hugs episode? Or is it like a different flashback? We are in Zephyr Heights in the Royal Palace during a flashback. We see Zip sat terrified at a wedding-style banquet next to Pip and Queen Haven. There is a harvest display in the middle with a giant butternut squash as the centerpiece. I had to recite a 2-hour ceremonial poem to a vegetable. Zip leaves frantically through a huge pile of cue cards. Queen Haven dings her glass and the crowd hushes. She looks to Zip as if to say, "Over to you." Zip stands up. She then spots the rest of the main six sat at another table giving encouraging smiles. But when I saw you ponies, I knew I could do it. Oh, to be a squashing and bad enough fuck. What the fuck is this? Tom Kidman, you might be a bit lacking in Hitch's character department, but the comedy, wowee, please keep it up. I am adoring it. Now we are back in the Darkland. I guess that was kinda scary. And what about everything that happened with Opaline, making me plot against you ponies and do all the kinds of mean stuff? I was a nervous wreck after I got away from her. And this is another flashback in Maritime Bay. Misty is walking down Main Street with the main six. She looks skittish and scared. I kept seeing her everywhere. They walk past a billowing sheet hanging out to dry. A shadow is cast on it from behind that looks almost exactly like Opaline rising up on her hind legs. Whoa! I wish I could have seen this as well. Bloody hell. Wow! But you ponies helped me see it was all in my head. Sunny pulls the sheet back to reveal Dahlia wrestling with a complex flower arrangement. Ah, good old Dahlia. She is on her hind legs trying to remove a corneal flower vase stuck on her head, which looks like a unicorn horn. How fucking thin is that vase that it's able to like stick onto Dahlia's head that it will look like a unicorn horn? Damn, that must have been some expensive money. The various flowers and plants on the table look like Pegasus wings. We are now back in the Darklands. Having friends is pretty great. And what about when I created the board trot? Oh, are we cutting back to the blocky walkies? Izzy is walking near where the board trot would later be. She is looking glum and worried. I was afraid I'd lost all my creativity, but you ponies helped me see it was never really left. We see shots reused from the blocky walkies of Izzy being supported by the other ponies and then using huge bursts of cutie mark magic to create the board trot. Well, quite frankly, Izzy, creative block and a fear of the dark are not two indistinguishable things. They can't be compared. But I do see your point there because you were afraid that you've lost your natural element and you wouldn't be able to like really function as yourself. So I can kind of see your point, but don't compare it to the fear of the dark. We are back again in the Darkland. I also overcame my fear of spatulas that day. But what? I also overcame my fear of spatulas that day, but that's a whole nother story. You know what? You're right. With you ponies by my side, what have I got to be afraid of? This sweet moment is interrupted by loud, booming footsteps and thunderous growls. Roar! I wonder what kind of monster this would be, because it does sound like something that's out of Lovecraftian horror. We see Hitch's eyes turn from shock to intense bravery. We're not scared of you, monster, because we've got kindness, hope, confidence, empathy, creativity, bravery. Each of the main six's cutie marks glow in turn. And I am not going to be afraid of the dark anymore! Oh god, Hitch, I know you're getting over your fear right now, but please give my throat a break. Their cutie marks glow brighter and brighter. The magic light swirls together into a ball, floats up into an actual light in the ceiling, and switches it. What? What? The room lights up and is revealed to be a basement. Wait, were they in the basement of the Brighthouse this whole time? Did the Brighthouse just teleport them in there? What? Oh my god. That is such a twist. The monster is revealed to be Sparky. Oh my god, no, Sparky. Was this all a big prank? He has buckets on his feet, causing the loud stomping, and a bucket on his head, causing his squeaks to echo like roars. He lifts up the bucket on his head. Okay, you know what, my boy? I've got to give it to you. Bloody hell, that was quite elaborate. But hey-oh, I guess Sparky's plan worked because he helped— Oh, wait, it makes total sense! Oh, I get it now. I was such a fool. Sparky Sparkaroni, you and I are going to have some personal words after this reading because I don't know whether to feel proud of you or ashamed of you, but we shall see, okay? You are not going to be in trouble, or you are going to be in trouble, mister. He lifts up the bucket on his head. Dada! And I am definitely not going to be afraid of dragon babies. Come here, little guy. Sparky jumps into Hitch's arms, and that's the end of the episode. Oh my fucking god, Tom. Okay, I will give you the satisfaction of the ending because, yeah, that was just a brilliant ending. Ugh, my gosh, I was taken so off guard. Maybe the stuff concerning Hitch at the start wasn't the greatest, but during the end, it did level up quite significantly. And maybe the almost Deus Ex Machina with the mantras can be forgiven because it was just in the basement the whole time and Sparky orchestrated the whole thing. It is quite clever. Goodness me, FLUFFBUTTS. Yeah, hide and seek. I thought it was a good episode. Probably not the best at the start like I just said, but during the end, yes, it all just came together neatly and yeah, the twist of the century just blew me away. I also like the fact that the Crystal Brighthouse had enough of Hitch's shit and his fright, so they decided to like literally pull the rug underneath him and okay, you will learn your fear and you will not come out until you've been a big good boy again. That is nearly exactly how you're supposed to deal with your fears. You need to like jump right in and confront it head on. It's like what the girls were saying and like comparing it to like times when they were feeling frightened and when Hitch didn't really believe them. Sunny, Izzy, Zip, Pip and Misty were practically saying, if we can conquer our fears, then so can you, and we will be right by your side whether you like it or not. That was great characterization from the girls, and yeah, I definitely enjoyed that too. And this establishment of some kind of dark land inside the Crystal Brighthouse, you know what? If this wasn't actually part of the basement, I think it would have worked amazingly as like a forgotten section of the Crystal Brighthouse when it was like rebuilt. That would have been marvelous to see, and maybe it like contains evil and dark magic that shouldn't be like unleashed onto the world. They could have made use of that, but yeah, it was a good twist, but I can see the potential that maybe this part in the script had. Hide and seek, everyone. Yep, unquestionably a good episode. Obviously not one of the shining and greatest stars of season 2 because there's no way that this can compare, but it was still fun and I definitely laughed my ass off doing it. Oh yeah, and I just remembered that there was some artwork illustrations included in the rewritten form of this script. I gotta check them out. Ah, look at that, it's Misty working her magic. I guess this is when she and Pip were in the closet and they were pretending to be like various tools. But it's very good that she's working her magic once again. She's still learning a lot. Oh, and here's Izzy being sucked into the sofa in the cushions, and I can almost see some like dark hands like trying to drag her inside. Damn, that's scary. Oh, and there is Hitch all alone in the darkness. I guess this is when they went into the dark lands. Instead of Sparky actually doing this prank, he's included with Hitch as well, and he would be afraid. Yeah, that does make sense too. And there is the flashback of Misty seeing Opaline, the silhouette in the curtain, but no, it's just Dahlia with a vase on her head. Seriously, how fucking thin is that vase? Nah, seriously, that is the one thing that's bothering me about this episode. If you try to stand that vase on a table, it would just fall over and smash. That is the most unrealistic— oh my god. I don't want to see that vase again. But where on earth am I going to rank it with my Tell Your Tale episode rankings? It's absolutely not going in the golden yay or the yays. Maybe it will be a yay, but probably at the bottom. It'll probably be an average though, maybe like a high average. Well, you will see for yourselves right away, everyone, with my Tell Your Tale Season 2 episode rankings here. Oh boy, FLUFFBUTTS. I think this script reading has been one of the most critical so far, because after learning that the editors and the people behind the script editing of this, they really did not enjoy this episode at all, since they had to give this rewriting to it. But if they did, then okay, I can't really blame them. But with the record draft version of the hide and seek, I did like it. It was funny, Hitch's fear of the dark is relatable to an extent, and the characters involving the girls and the flashbacks as well, oh, they did have me gripped a little bit. Maybe Hitch was a bit uncharacteristically performing in this episode, but seriously, comparing hide and seek to more worse episodes like Sparky's Sick, Baby Critters Club, Dumpster Diving, Zip's Yes Day, Nightmare Roommate, hide and seek does not compare to those bottom of the barrel episodes, I will say that much. Nevertheless though, oh boy, this was such an exhausting start to the Firefly era. If it's going to be this tiring every single episode, then oh my god, I wonder what else is in store. Hide and seek. Good on you, Hitchy, for conquering your fear of the dark. But maybe you could have treated your mare friends at the start a bit better, but I can't really blame you too much. But still, hide and seek, yeah, it was decent enough. Yeah, good work. So, FLUFFBUTTS, don't forget to hoof smash that like button down below, and comment your thoughts as well on what you thought of hide and seek, and subscribe to my channel for more reactions and many more content coming soon. And also, don't forget to leave a pledge on my Patreon page down in the description below, so you can help support me in making these fantastic videos more consistently. And I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye! And just before this video ends, I want to give a huge thank you to all my patrons on my Patreon. My Silver FLUFFBUTT patrons, Starlight Blaze, Sabrina Wade, and Alex Smith, and all my Gold FLUFFBUTT patrons, Drew Lazinski, Clear Heart Apple, Jonathan Chapper, Stephen Cram, Darthsiler22, Lance Dragmeyer, and KikiBat VA. All of your love and support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.